Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Today we're going to listen to the Bija mantras for the Muladhara, the Nabi and Void, and then we'll listen to a Guru Puja talk from 1982, which was given in London. But first, let's bow down together in front of Shri Mataji, raise Kundalini and put ourselves into Bandhan.
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीमूलाधार चक्र स्वामिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। लं 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 वं शं शं सं त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गणेश साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री मणिपुर चक्र स्वामिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। रं 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 दम धम नम तम धम दम धम नम पम फम ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री लक्ष्मी विष्णु साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री भवसागर स्वामिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री आदिगुरो दत्तात्रेय साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म श्रीं माताजी निर्मलाम्मा तस्मै श्रीं गुरुवे नमः।
Let's just sit for a few moments before we listen to the talk.
he you see, people have very wrong ideas in such a that we are people who are higher, we are higher people and we should try to control the lower people. And the lower people have even worse ideas because they think that these people are trying to boss us, are trying to control us and trying to tell us, and they are sort of taking away our freedom to do things ourselves, and they are impressing upon us. You see, this is the thing. And this is a very important principle of Guru Tattva. Very important. Because in Guru Tattva it's a 10-petal thing, and inside is the Nabhi Chakra. So the 10 petals. They have to be balanced. There has to be a complete balance so that they go through the Nabhi Chakra upwards. If there is no balance, Nabhi Chakra gets closed. And this is the thing people don't understand, that nobody is higher and lower in such as that way. Only thing that they are all part and parcel of the same. If there is an imbalance on one side, then it has to be raised. If there is an imbalance on one side, the other side is affected in any case. So those who are creating imbalances should not feel that in any way they are dominated or anything. On the contrary, they are lowering or tilting the other side. So one has to balance. It's one thing. So there cannot be anything higher or lower. You understand my point? If it is a one thing, supposing that states like that, so we can't say this is low, this is high. No, it is the same thing. Because it is tilting like that. You see, it may look little gone up because they get tensed up. These people who are at this level, higher level. And the others feel that we are put up. Once we understand we are all one and the same, then there will not be this feeling of somebody trying to be higher. But those people who are at a higher level, even they are pushed down by the people who are at a lower level, so-called, which is not a lower level at all. As I told you, it's one part of the whole thing. It's a round circle, and one part of the circle goes down, say for example. Or one side of the circle goes down. Anything can happen. Then the other side becomes upset and becomes more aggressive. This way or that way. It might try to run away from them, or it may try to dominate them. Because they get affected. It's natural. So there should be an attitude that those who are controlling should try to pacify others, to sometimes tell them firmly, but they should keep their own balance. If they keep their own balance, the other side cannot push them too low. Do you understand my point? Because they can't keep their own dignity and can't keep their ego intact, they go. It is one thing. It's not separate. There is no entity separate now. It's one entity in collective consciousness. So this is why I say nothing is lower or higher. You keep to your own position. That's very important. Not to be aggressed, not to aggress. That's how you will also make them steady. Did you follow this point? But what I find, that if somebody does anything wrong, all the rest, those who are all right, may be better or may be in charge or whatever it is, try to behave in a very tense manner. They are no more normal. And they try to dominate that person. Leave him alone for a while. If you don't, say a position comes up, simple positions come up, say somebody is very materialistic person. Still there is a matter attached to him, there's hang-ups, and he's still pulled down. Still, something is doing wrong. Now those people who understand he's done a wrong thing should see it, watch it, and put their attention steady. By putting their attention itself steady, they'll bring up the fellow. See? Because the fellow is going down, no doubt, because of the pull on him. Now, when he is materialistic, how should we approach a person who is materialistic? Yes, but how to say you are living with a person who is very materialistic?
Allow them to stay with their possessions for a while and see that it's not everything that he needs. Other things are more important than his materials. Allow him his own time to see them.
No, best thing is when he is materialistic and the balance is going down because of material things that he has around, and he thinks that material things are good and live with the material things, then what you should do is to give away something that you have precious with you to him. And then he'll be so shocked. How could you give that to me? You see, that's all. You just shock that person by giving the most precious thing that you. Then the person is shocked. Or give away something that is, I like it. Alright, have it. I do that many times. Just shock the person. Shocked, God, how did she give away the most precious thing that she had? Or the thing that I liked, she just gave away. And then they ask you a question, how could you do it? She said, I enjoy my generosity. Then they feel that this is something. These are the subtle ways. In everything, if you study the reactions of a person, you can make it out how he is in the spirit. In everything. Say a person, two persons go somewhere, and you see a girl who is over attractive or something, and one starts looking at her all the time. This is another weakness some people have. Now, how do you come over it? How do you balance it? Let's have practical side is there. That's very practical. Mine is all spontaneous reactions. Immediately I vomit. Or you can act as vomiting if you can't. But immediately I vomit, and the person will ask why. So I would say I can't bear the insult to the chastity of the lady. That means, what have I done in all these things? I have brought it upon myself, the whole thing. Not on the other person. That is Nirmala Vidya. You see, in my everyday life, if you live with me, you will learn how I react to a thing and how it helps to neutralize the problem. It's very deep knowledge. I don't know if you study my behavior to different things, how I react. Sometimes it will be strong, sharp. Sometimes it will be mild. Sometimes it will be loving. Sometimes it's all. You see, it is Nirmala Vidya is a mobile reaction. Not now. You don't know. Huh? It's a very, very a subtle understanding of human nature. Sometimes you have to neglect a person, sometimes you have to. It's a thing we must learn through your Sahaja method. And when the Guru Tattva is really developed inside yourself, automatically. But everywhere you must remember that it is your power which is going to work it out, not the power of another person. This is a basic thing which Sahajogis miss. Now we are organizing an ashram, say for example, and one gentleman comes and says that I will stay in this room, I want to have this, I want to have that. How will you arrange that? We have not thought from that angle, That's why. Now, what we will do, supposing such a situation, then what you have to do? Alright? You want to have? You have my bed, you have everything. Alright, you want to have your cooking arrangement? We'll get you this, we'll get you. Make him into an idiot. But you have to sacrifice in there. If you are yourself an idiot, you cannot make another an idiot. Let him look like an idiot in his own eyes. Also, like some sort of an absurd thing, which is, say, you can give him, say, some sort of an absurd thing, which normally he doesn't use, something like that. For example, a person who is demanding too much and this, that, you can say, alright, you can even have a rake. So he may say, why rake? Oh, if you want to have a lawn in your room. I don't know what to tell. They are idiotic things. See, these ego-oriented can go to the idiotic level, and if you show them what are they heading for, that the idiocy is ahead of you, see, all your ego, so called, then they. But in all this, you have to show one thing very clearly, is concern, trust, dependence. You have to admit that we can't do it without you. You are in the picture, now we have to look after you. You have to do it. It's our job. It's more a maternal and a paternal feeling, a sort of a patronizing feeling. It should not be shown as the parents here as they show, but the wantedness. That we want, we can't do without. Sometimes it may act as an ego. Then it should just show that I have nothing to do. We have nothing to do with you. Get out. We have nothing to do. Get out of our organization. But once in a while you do that, it's good. It's a style of searching. Yes. But mine is so spontaneous, I don't have to think about it. So that's my style only. But you can understand it. And gradually when you start growing in your understanding, the concern, you see, the stomach is the concern. Too much feeling.
Let's continue in silence. May I this day be who you'd have me be. May I this day say what you'd have me say. May I this day be part and parcel of the whole, and may my thoughts be of a realized soul. May I this day have love for all mankind. Shri Mataji, please be in my heart and in my mind. Just Shri Mataji. Let's just say the last verse of the three great mantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradaini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Thanks for being part of the program this morning. When you're ready, please raise your Kundalini and put yourself into Bandhan, and then have a wonderful day ahead. Jai Shri Mataji, everybody. Shri